Hello everyone, today we are going to talk about COVID-19 vaccine is the best way to end the pandemic. But before that, we will but know what is the COVID-19 vaccine. One of the main components of a vaccine is an antigen, a small inactivated or attenuated and harmless component of a disease-causing organism. This antigen plays an important role in forming antibodies, which will be a crucial part of our immune system. Antibodies that have been formed will train the immune system and make it smarter in recognizing viruses that enter the body. There are thousands of different antibodies living in our bodies. His job, of course, is to protect us from diseases that already have these antibodies. When exposed to a foreign virus for the first time, our immune system needs time to respond and produce new antibodies to fight the foreign virus. At this stage, we are prone to falling ill. This is how the body of people with COVID-19 looks like. Their bodies do not yet have antibodies as a defense system to fight the coronavirus. So, when exposed to the virus, they become sick. Vaccines save millions of lives every year. The development of a safe and effective COVID-19 vaccine is an important step in global effort to end the pandemic so that people can return to their normal activities and meet their beloved family and relatives. Vaccines work by imitating disease agents, whether they be virus, bacteria, or other microorganisms that can cause disease. By imitation, vaccines teach our immune system to specially react quickly and effectively against disease agents. Usually, this can happen because the vaccine carries an attenuated disease agent. The immune system also learns by building a memory about the disease. That way, our bodies can quickly recognize a disease and fight it before we get seriously ill. If friends ask, is the COVID-19 vaccine safe? Yes. Although the development of a COVID-19 vaccine is pursued as quickly as possible, the vaccine still has to go through a series of rigorous clinical trials to prove its conformity with international standards in terms of vaccine safety and effectiveness. Only vaccines that are judged to meet the standard will be approved by WHO and national authorities. UNICEF will only procure and supply COVID-19 vaccine that meet the safety and efficacy criteria set by WHO and which have obtained official approval from national authorities. Reasons why you should participate in the COVID-19 vaccination. Did you know that not everyone can be vaccinated? People who have serious illness, allergies to reason of age are generally not advised to get the vaccine because they have a tendency for complication. So those who cannot be vaccinated are relying on us who are eligible to be vaccinated so that this virus does not spread further. When you are vaccinated, the chance of transmitting the disease to other people will certainly decreases, because the risk of your body being infected with the disease also decreases. By following the COVID-19 vaccination, we not only save ourselves but also protect those who are vulnerable. Vaccination will also accelerate herd immunity. When many people have been vaccinated, a condition known as herd immunity is formed. This phrase must be familiar to your ears, right? Herd immunity or herd immunity is a condition when the population in an area is already immune to a virus that causes disease. Herd immunity is achieved by protecting people from virus, namely by vaccination. Our government has also set a target of 17% of Indonesia people getting the COVID-19 vaccination to form group immunity. With group immunity through the COVID-19 vaccination, there will be fewer transmission of this disease and of course more lives that can be saved. Well, now the COVID-19 vaccine is in sight. For those of us who are eligible for vaccination, don't miss this opportunity. With the COVID-19 vaccination, our immune system becomes stronger, thus forming community immunity, which is expected to end this pandemic soon. Let's dig deeper into the reason why you should vaccinate against COVID-19. Generally, after giving 1 or 2 doses of the vaccine, we will be better protected from one disease for years or even a lifetime. WHO estimates that vaccines save between 2 and 3 million lives every year. That is why the COVID-19 vaccination is one of the effective ways to break the chain of the spread of COVID-19 as well as a disease prevention measure. However, one thing to remember is that no vaccine provides 100% protection. There is still the possibility of contracting the disease, but the effect will not be as severe as if not vaccinated. In essence, the COVID-19 vaccine will form immunity so that our bodies are ready when exposed to the coronavirus. So there are 4 reasons why we have to vaccinate against COVID-19, namely, the first stimulates the immune system. Vaccine, which consists of various biological products and part of attenuated virus that are injected to humans, will stimulate the emergence of a person's immune system. Second, reducing the risk of transmission. The body of a person who has been injected with the vaccine will stimulate antibodies to learn and recognize the weakness virus. Thus, the body will be exposed to the virus and reduce the risk of exposure. Third, reducing the heavy impact of the virus with an immune condition that has recognized the virus. If a person's immune system is defeated and then exposed, the impact or symptoms of the virus will be weakened. And the fourth, achieving herd immunity. The more individuals who vaccinate in an area or country, the herd immunity will be achieved, thereby minimizing the risk of exposure and mutation of the COVID-19 virus. With the information above, it is hoped that the public will gain mutual awareness about the importance of vaccinating in the midst of the current pandemic. One thing to remember, vaccines are not pandemic drugs, but our effort to fortify ourselves from the effect of the virus that caused COVID-19. Therefore, never live a healthy lifestyle and always practice 3M. Use mask, wash hands, stay away from crowds. Therefore, never live a healthy lifestyle and always practice 3M. Use mask, wash hands, and stay away from crowds. Okay, smart citizen.